What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and today I've locked in 3 NBA picks. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. So before we jump into today's picks, we've got to do a quick little recap from yesterday's NBA video, because once again we swept. That's 2 sweeps in a row, now sitting at 10-0 across our last 2 videos, including the players that I liked. Things are looking really good right now. Let's keep up the momentum. So for yesterday, we had Tari Eason over 1.5 threes, Cash with Ease finished with 2. Then we had GG Jackson for over 13.5 points, ended on 16, another easy cash. And then finally we had Chris Dunn for over 7.5 rebounds and assists, gets to 9, and was over already at halftime. Just like that, another clean sweep. So for the month, we are up 4.97 units, and for the season, we are up by 1.18 units. Things are finally turning around, and we're going to keep this hot streak going. And when the free picks do good, Premium absolutely feasts. Ended up yesterday with 4.93 units of profit, and over the last 2 days, we're up 13.4 units. If you want access to those premium plays, just click the link in the description below. And then not only with that, with Premium, you get the picks first, and you can see exactly how many units I'm betting on each play. Very worthwhile of getting on Premium. Also, for all my picks, I use PropsMadness, the best tool out there for player prop analysis. If you want to try it out for yourself, the link in the description below will get you a nice discount on your first purchase. So let's go through the picks. So for the first pick, heading to the Jazz and the Hawks game, and I'm going with good old Lauri Markkanen for over 24.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 24 out of 37 games, averaging 27.4 points. Not only that, the Hawks allow the 7th most amount of points in the paint. So when Markkanen versus weak defenses of points in the paint allowed, he's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 34 points per game. Honestly, nothing else needs to be said here. Markkanen should have an easy day. Then for the second pick, heading to the Spurs and the Mavs game, and I'm going with Stefan Castle for over 15.5 points. So for the season, he's over his line in 26 out of 41 games, averaging 16.5 points. The Mavs allow the 4th most amount of points in the paint, whereas Castle scored 47% of his points. So when you look at weak defenses of points in the paint allowed, he's over this line in 12 out of 15 games, averaging 17.1 points. Not only that, Castle didn't play as much yesterday against the OKC. He had a pretty quiet day and should be nice and fresh and ready to tackle the Mavs here today. Loving the spot for Castle for over 15.5 points. And then for the third and final pick, heading to the Warriors and the Suns game, and I'm going with Dylan Brooks for over 22.5 points. So for the season, he's only over this line in 17 out of 45 games, averaging 20.9 points. But with Booker out, it changes a lot. So when Booker isn't playing, he's over this line in only 5 out of 10 games, but averaging 22.5 points. As you can see, he gets an increase in his usage rate and also his field goal attempts. So when he's attempting at least 18 field goal attempts a game, he's over this line in 12 out of 20 games, averaging 24.5 points. It does get even better. So when he's playing at home, he's averaging a high of 28.1 points with a 9.2 points increase and also a 6.8% increase on his usage rate. Compared to when he's playing away, he's only averaging 20.9 points, but still gets the same amount of field goals. So Dylan Brooks playing at home, definitely worth taking over 22.5 points. So that's pretty much it for the main picks. Now let's go through a few other picks I'm liking. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. Should help me out to get this video out to more people like you. And also shows that you are really enjoying the content. So for the first like, I'm going with Darren Sharp for over 6.5 rebounds. So for the season, he's only oversliding in 23 out of 47 games, averaging 6.6 rebounds. But he is the main rebounder for the second unit for this Nets team, and should be playing a lot more today due to the Nets starting to tank a bit. So when he plays at least 20 plus minutes, he is over this line in 11 out of 15 games, averaging 8.5 rebounds from 16.2 rebound chances. Should be a nice easy day for Darren Sharp to go over his rebounds. Then for the next pick that I'm liking, heading to the Pistons and the Wizards game, and I'm going with good old Duncan Robinson over 2.5 threes. So for the season, he's over this line in 30 out of 47 games, averaging 2.9 threes. Doesn't look like Cade is going to be playing today, so when Cade is out of the lineup, he's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 4.3 threes per game. Even if Cade does play, he's over this line in 24 out of 41 games, averaging 2.7 threes. Also, not only that, the Wizards allow the 9th most 3 attempts and the 4th most threes to his position. So when you look at weak defenses for threes allowed and also threes to his position, he's over this line in 5 out of 6 games, averaging 2.8 threes, with the one game being against the Heat where he only got 1 3. Even if you take that game out and look at his expected minutes as well, should play at least 25 minutes here. He's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 3.2 threes per game. And then for the third and final pick that I'm liking, heading to the 76ers and the Lakers game, and I'm going with good old Quentin Grimes for over 9.5 points. So as you can see, I already have a filter up. Without Paul George in the lineup, he's over this line in 18 out of 23 games, averaging 13.8 points. He does average 29 minutes without PG in the lineup, so when he's playing at least 25 plus minutes, he's over this line in 31 out of 37 games, averaging 14.6 points. Not only that, he also does attempt at least 10 field goal attempts per game without PG in the lineup. So as long as he can hit 5 of those shots, he should definitely go over with ease. Not only that, the Lakers allow the 7th most amount of points to his position. They also are pretty weak against spot up and transition shooting, and also allow the 9th most amount of points in the paint, where he scores 40% of his points from. So that's pretty much it for today's picks. If you're liking the content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, stay safe, good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.